Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 1, and the country we want to introduce is Italy. And our members have Janet, Olivia, Selena, Jean, Christine, and Kelly. And the first party we want to introduce is Forza l'Italia, and its leader is Silvio Berlusconi. And the first policy I want to introduce is in August 2008, the Italian government signed a friendship treaty with Libya. It granting 5 billion to stop migrant boats from leaving Libya coast. The idea was to have Libyan government manage a refugee crisis. This outsourcing of responsibility, however, lead to many refugees and migrants facing serious human rights violations, including torture. And it is clear now that have more than a decade, Italy has pursued the same policies of curbing migrations at any cost and striking lucrative business deals without any regard for serving migrants and refugees. And the Italian government may think it has found a legal loophole by outsourcing its anti-immigration to Libyan militias who operate outside international jurisdiction and pay no heed to humanitarian law. However, given the Libyans' inhumane migration policies are, at least in part, designed and founded by Italian authorities, they should be held accountable for the human rights abuse that are taking place in North African country.
And I'll introduce policy 2. Support Israel to be a member of the European Union. When Berlusconi visited Israel in 2010, he said that his biggest wish in politics was to support Israel to join European Union. He consistently hopes that Israel and the Jewish people can be friends, and he also plays an important role of the cooperation between both of them. He really wanted to protect the rights of freedom and democracy the rights of freedom and democracy in the Middle East area. And the leader of Israel considered that he is a genuine friend of them, and he is one of the Europe's formidable allies. Praised the leader of Israel as the greatest person for freedom and passionate. And policy 3, support Russia. And I'll introduce 3 things about this policy. First one, political stance. He was a businessman and a media tycoon. Everyone thinks that he is a blunt person, so that he was seen more honest compared to the perceived hypocrisy of his rivals' attitude towards Russia. Berlusconi maintained an open attitude towards Russia, fostering economic and political cooperation between Italy and Russia, and maintaining a close informal relationship with Russian leadership. The third one is the cooperation between Italy and Russia. Not only Berlusconi, but also some Italian governments continued the cooperation with Russia because it is the best choice for Italy.
And this is policy 4. Italy wants to fast-track Turkey's EU membership. French leader Nicolas Sarkozy has repeatedly argued that Turkey does not belong to Europe and would be better dealt with by the privileged partnership instead of the full membership. The Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi urged the European Union to speed up accession talks with Turkey, pledging that the next European Union presidencies will be more committed to let go than Turkey's critical friends. And this is all of his policy, include the Libya's friendship treaty, support Russia, and support the other countries to join European Union.
Now I'm going to introduce our second president, Giorgia Meloni, and she is the leader of brother of Italy, and she assumed the office in October 2022. And this 5 is her major policy. And I'm going to introduce policy 1, ready to risk on unpopularity over support for Ukraine. As everyone knows, Ukraine and Russia have a war now, and Italy is going to support Ukraine. So Russia will maybe hostile to Italy. After Italy's support, Ukraine will be stronger than before. And because Russia is a communist country, so Italy's support may affect the relation between Italy and other communist countries.
I'm going to introduce Policy 2 and Policy 3. Policy 2 is closer tied with NATO and US. NATO is Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization. I have divided this policy into 2 aspects effective. First is decrease cooperation with Russia and China. Because Italy leaning toward pulling out BRI. BRI is Belt and Road Initiative, and the Mattel Plan, which is cooperation with African countries regarding energy. And another aspect is increased cooperation with the US Mediterranean and Indo-Pacific. First is supporting provide Ukraine weapon. And next is naval of Italy, Australia, Japan, and the UK and the US exercise in the Far East. Next is cultivating stronger strategic relation with India, Japan, and Philippines. The final is a GCAP Global Combat Air Program, a trilateral agreement involving the UK, Italy, and Japan. Next is Policy 3. Propose quitting China's BRI. This policy will reduce China's exports and credibility. Like these 2 programs about the trade between China and Italy from OEC. Left one is before signing up for BRI, and right one is after signing up for BRI. From these 2 programs we have covered after signing, although Italy exports to China have increased, they have not reached the growth rate promised in the memorandum. While China export to Italy has alarmingly growth. However, Italy withdrawal from the BRI will be detrimental to China. So even if it is not renewed, Italy still managed to negotiate a moderate way out that will not cause China humiliation and destroy their friendship.
I'm introduce the policy 4. Italy is heavily dependent on Russia for oil and gas. However, Meloni found a connection from North Africa and developed a strategy to solve the energy dilemma and refugee crisis for North Africa. Policy 5. Italy has dramatically reduced its reliance on Russian gas. Since the invasion of Ukraine in February, and Meloni said the country would pursue its energy diversification strategy in partnership with several African countries.
That's all of our presentation. Thank you.